What's good, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I have with me TheReachWay, an awesome Destiny and Halo YouTuber who was at the Destiny 2 reveal event in LA and got to spend some hands-on time with the game. I wanted to ask him some questions about his experience and have him share his feedback with you guys after getting to spend some quality time with Destiny 2. What's up, dude? How's your day?
My day is just started, but it's going to be very busy. There's a lot of stuff to cover.
There is a ton of stuff, so before we dive into it, could you tell the viewers a little bit about your channel and the type of content that you like to create?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been creating Halo content since Reach and Destiny content since Destiny was a thing. I've mostly transitioned into a lot of like live sort of comedy style videos. I also dabble in editing montages, things like that. Any sort of creative outlet that I can find in both games, I'll kind of tackle.
Yeah, man, I can't recommend your channel highly enough to the viewers. This guy puts together extremely high quality content and balances both the Halo and Destiny stuff super well. I think you're like the dude in the scene who manages to enjoy both and convey both in such an awesome light. All right, I can't wait any longer, dude. How was the event as a whole? Did you have a good time out there in LA?
Yeah, so I was telling you this earlier, but I don't think I have ever psyched up and hyped up an experience or an event in my mind so much and have it not disappoint on any front. It was, I'm pretty much at a loss for words at this point. It was incredible in every way. I got to meet so many people, so many YouTubers, so many community members that I knew online, but I'd never gotten the chance to meet from all over the world. Had a lot of fun with those guys. Got to meet a lot of the Bungie guys as well, which is amazing. I think I'm pretty sure Michael Salvatore was there. I think I saw him at one point, which was kind of like, which was whoa, you know. So yeah, meeting all those people was amazing. Just being in the presence of so much greatness. Obviously, seeing the reveal live was awesome, and pretty much most of all, just like getting the chance to play the game and see what they've been working on for the past, what, like 3 years?
Yeah, it's been a while. Actually, I don't know when they, maybe 2.5 years. Let's talk about the gameplay itself, because you got to try out both PvP and did you try the Strike?
I actually didn't get a chance to do the Strike. I did play the campaign, though. Perfect.
It's that first mission, right? Homecoming, was that what it was called?
Yep, it was called Homecoming.
And how was it?
It seems like they, over time, you know, they've honed their storytelling. It seems like they've definitely just upped it again. They have one thing that I really noticed is that they have AI playing with you in game. You know, in the beginning of the mission, you and Zavala are defending the point in the tower main area from this Cabal onslaught. Yeah, so with the campaign, we were only allowed to play Dawnbreaker.
Was it fun? Did you throw down some fire from above?
Dude, I threw down some fire. In the reveal, the one thing I really saw and that caught my eye was the little ground slam you could do with the sword.
Yes.
And it took me a couple minutes to figure out how to do that. I had to go into the subclass. So you have to, when you're in the air, if you hold down circle or B, whatever your crouch, well, that's the crouch button for me. Yeah. Whatever your crouch button is.
Bumper, jumper, high five. Boom.
Yeah, dude, let's go. And so it allows you to descend really, really quickly and land on the ground. It'll take you in third person, and it'll regen your health. So if you do that in your super while you're using Dawnblade, I had to actually equip the perk. Then you can do that cool ass ground slam where you like drive the sword into the ground and make a big explosion. So I was trying to do that as much as possible. Dude,
that is awesome. And then visually, you were on the PS4 Pro at a 4K like monitor station. Is that right?
I believe they were 4K monitors, yeah.
So why don't we hop into PvP then? Your initial thoughts on it. How did it play? Did it feel differently than Destiny 1?
Yes. It definitely felt different. I've been seeing a lot of criticisms in terms of the game looking the same as Destiny 1. And, well, as far as the way it feels very different. Mm-hmm. And the same, sort of, at the same time. The PvP was cool. It was very unfamiliar, sort of, like the movement. It had that feeling where if you jump into a new game, you're not used to the movement, you're not used to how everything feels, and so everything kind of seems janky a little bit.
Yeah.
So I felt the same when the same way when I first started playing Halo 5. I was like, what is going on? This feels so weird, and then I got used to it. So I feel like it's the same deal. It felt really different in terms of the movement as just like an initial player. But once I played it for a little bit, it kind of became more and more familiar. It's like, okay, yeah, this is Destiny PvP. But as far as the mechanics and the way everything works, I am so happy with it. Like the power weapon, or sorry, power ammo control on the map now, it'll spawn in 2 locations, and only one person gets the ammo for picking it up. So map control is way more important now. and also gun skill, because you don't get to use those one-hit kill weapons unless you get power ammo.
I was so happy to see that redesign, man. It reminded me a lot more of like, hey, this beckons back to the Halo days. And only one person getting that heavy, at least in the Countdown game type that you were playing, that felt, at least watching at home, like, yes, a sigh of relief. It felt more like the game was going to play out a little bit less chaotically. Which primaries did you use?
So I tried to, I only got the chance to play 2 PvP games, and in that time I just basically switched between all of them that I could use. The one that seemed by far the most effective was the legendary auto rifle. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
But my build, it also had the, I believe it's called Sweet Business Exotic auto rifle. It's the one that's like a chain gun, sort of thing.
The huge looking thing the Titan was wielding.
Yeah, I do not believe I got a single kill with it. I don't know if I was just, maybe I just didn't let it spin up long enough, but I just got decimated every single time I tried to kill someone with it. But then the hand cannons felt great. One thing I did notice with all the weapons in their respective archetypes is that the range fall off was extremely punishing.
Was it really? Okay, so much more
That's
noticeable.
at least what it felt, yeah.
It looked too like the hand cannon took, I think, 2 extra shots to take down folks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't ever 3-shot someone with it, so it's possible that it was more, but I think it was just because a lot of times people were, well, I know I was probably missing and or out of optimal range for it a lot of the time.
Yep.
Another weapon, the SMGs, they're pretty effective, but if you step outside that range threshold, you're not going to be doing any damage to people, barely at all.
Which classes did you get the chance to play?
So I played the Warlock in the campaign, and then the 2 times I played PvP, I played Titan. I actually didn't get the chance to play a Hunter, unfortunately, but I was having fun with the Titan. So
they've dubbed the new Blade Dancer Pole Dancer. That's what Reddit's now calling it. I was like, you guys are awesome, right? So the new Striker Titan, dude, like after you slam, you go into like bull mode, right?
And you so cool.
It's like roaming, isn't it?
Yeah, it's roaming. The first game that I didn't get a chance to capture, I kind of went off with it for a while and killed like I think 4 different people with the charge. I actually don't think I killed anyone with the initial slam. It seems like they've balanced the slam very well with it being roaming.
Yeah.
It's not this everything in this huge 1-mile radius is now dead up in the sky all around you. It's more of like you have to be more tactical with it and use it smarter.
Gotcha.
You have to be closer. And then, so yeah, once you use that slam, you can go into the roaming mode and you can just be a battering ram, one-hit kill everyone with your shoulder, or you could also do mini Fist of Havocs as well.
Oh,
it's not
nice.
just that. It's not that just initial Fist of Havoc. You can do it multiple times, which is cool.
Very cool. Did you try out the PC version, or at least get to see it in action somewhere?
I did see it. I did not get to try it out.
I bet I heard lines were everywhere, right?
Yeah, lines were pretty crazy. The PC area was sort of hidden from the rest of the venues, so I didn't actually see it until later. It was like through a narrow hallway towards the back of the area. But I did wander back there at one point.
And did it look sweet?
Dude, it looked so good.
Oh, man. And you just built a PC, didn't you?
I did, just like 2 months ago or something like that. So I'm just kind of like, I'm anxious to get in on that master race resolution and frame rate.
Dude, I'm frothing at the mouth. I just hope the PC delay isn't more than a couple of weeks. I will like just cry so hard if it is. It's like, no, please, no.
No. I heard the whole, I heard something thrown around that it might come out in like Christmas or something like
that's
that.
the
But that is
rumor.
not confirmed. It was a rumor I heard. It's not confirmed or it's not official or anything like that. I mean, it is annoying that it's delayed, but business-wise, it's also a pretty smart move, especially if they delay it for an extended period of time, because everyone, like, they're gonna be a lot more sales for it, I think.
Yeah, I have a lot of conspiracy theory people saying they intentionally delayed it so you'll buy it twice, and I was like, no, they wouldn't do that. And then I'm like, well, I'm gonna buy it twice if they do, though. So
I'm going to as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna work regardless if it's intentional or not.
Exactly. Look, what's another 3 months before PC support? All right, man. So overall takeaways from Destiny 2. You know, you have a great history and experience with Destiny 1 and Halo. And I'm just curious, what was your overall feelings and takeaway from just the event, the PvP, the big standouts in your mind?
Big standouts on my mind. So regarding the PvP, my overall thoughts on that, I think they've made some really, really great improvements. I like the changes to the system, the power weapon mechanics, and the primary gameplay. I was hearing one of the designers talk about how they're really pushing for competitive, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And they are trying to get that down. They're trying to get the competitive side of things down. And then from there, they're going to expand to different things. I heard someone talking about that. And I think that makes a lot of sense with what they're doing. So I'm very happy with the PvP. Excited to see where they go in that competitive environment. As far as Destiny 1 Destiny 1, jeez. Destiny 2 as a whole, I've seen a lot of criticism of people talking about, oh, it just looks like Destiny 1, and oh, it just looks like DLC for the first game, and everything like that. And I think that's while it does look the same, I think that's a pretty silly criticism, because if you ask me, one thing we could all unanimously agree on as far as Destiny 1 that we all love is that it looks amazing.
Yep.
I don't think anyone has said that, oh, the art style is lame or this and that. It's like every enemy style is iconic. The art style is beautiful. So they basically took the best part of Destiny 1 and pushed that forward.
Yep.
Which I think is great. And then they're taking the best parts of their storytelling and their PvP and pushing that forward. So I'm very happy with it. That we have to see more. I'm still kind of skeptical in like the grand scheme of things, but it's looking pretty solid. It looks like an optimized version of Destiny 1, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted them to improve on the things that needed to be improved, and I didn't want them to change things that didn't need to be changed, like the art style and things like that. So it's looking like a worthy sequel to me.
Awesome. I couldn't agree with you more, dude. I'm so on board with that. Nail down the stuff that works, but address the stuff that didn't quite work in D1.
Yeah.
So, right on, dude. Well, where can people find your content?
Yeah, so you can find all my videos on my YouTube channel, which is TheReachWay, and you can also find my Twitter at TheReachWay as well. And that's where I am most of the time.
Go sub and follow this guy, man. He puts out fire content.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me today, dude. I really appreciate it. If you guys have questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I might be able to see if TheReachWay will be down to answer some of those.
Absolutely.